This is Will Nunziata, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film. And today I am thrilled to be speaking with the acclaimed model, the one and only Gabrielle Pinto. Hello, Gabrielle. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
It is so nice to finally meet you. I told you off camera, you are so beautiful, but I think what makes you shine is also the beauty on the inside. I'm curious to know, what was it about modeling that made you want to go after it, or did it find you? I'm curious how it all came about for you.
Yeah, it was a very interesting story. It kind of just popped up. Like I've done modeling, but I never thought about pursuing it full time when I was younger. I've done like stuff here and there, but I always thought, you have to be 6 foot tall, fashion model, like, you know. But how I got started actually, so I got out of a really long-term relationship, so a breakup. And within that time frame, I also experienced a near-death experience. I was hospitalized, yes. Went to anaphylactic shock, if you know what that is. Yeah, so it was like, yeah, EpiPen straight into me,
Oh
like
my
within
goodness.
yeah, super traumatic, but I'm grateful I'm in a better place now. But yeah, so basically from that experience, I took like, okay, um, it just changed the trajectory of my life, where I was, where I am, and the way that I think is completely different now. And I just realized, this is my life. I need to do whatever I want to do. And I wasn't happy with where I was, and I wanted to change something. And so, yeah, I wound it up in New York. I started modeling, and I was like, this could be something that I could do. I could see myself like doing this. And so basically photographers reached out to me on Instagram and they're like, "Hey, do you want to model?" And so I did, and I started getting gigs and I started freelancing full time up there. And so that's pretty much the start of my journey. Now a year and a half later, I'm with an agency. I've been published 5 times. Worked with multiple photographers between Charlotte, North Carolina and New York City, and started doing acting. I was in my first animation film this year. So, yeah, just a lot of different things. So, it's
That's
just
amazing. How did the animation film come about?
um another friend that I just connected with. She moved from LA to Charlotte, and she connected with me and she said, "Hey, I'm going to be part of this animation film. If you would like to join, they're looking for more people." And I was like, "Sure, why not?" That was just kind of like my mentality. Just do try everything. I'm open to new experiences.
Well, this is what I
And
love
so
about you, Gabrielle, is the fact that like you obviously took a really traumatic experience and turned it into something that seemed to have really focused you and really investigate what really matters. And at the end of the day, it's to do what makes you happy and just to do you, and that there's nothing selfish about that, despite a world that may say otherwise. And I think that's really important for not only artists or models or actors, but anyone watching this interview who may feel like they have some dis-ease in their life, that there is a path of least resistance and you can make the choice to go down it, and it's choosing yourself. And I think that's really beautiful, Gabrielle, that you did that.
thank you. Yeah, I completely agree. I think we're very programmed to follow a certain path, to think and follow a certain way. I mean, I definitely felt like I was, just because of the way that I grew up and the people closest to me. So I never got to see someone kind of doing the path or doing what I'm doing. There's pretty much a straight path. If you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, you go to school, you go to college, like there's set steps that people know. But to be a creative, do something creative, like there's not really a set step or timeline to follow. It's kind of like all up in the air. And that's really pushed me too, because it's been like pushing my limits, because I'm the type of person that always wants a plan and think about like, okay, you do this, and it's like there is no plan. You kind of just figure it out as you go.
Absolutely,
So it's
absolutely.
been,
Well,
yeah.
listen, I'm so grateful for the time you already took today to speak with me. And before I ask my final question, I want to let everyone know, for more on the incredible Gabrielle, you can read more about her right below this video. Gabrielle, if you could give young Gabrielle some advice, what would it be?
Probably to, am I allowed to cuss or no?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay, all right. Yeah, not to give a fuck about what anyone else thinks. You have to live your life. So regardless, the choices, the consequences, the actions, you have to live with it regardless. So you might as well do what makes you happy. And everyone that you think has it so put together or has, it all figured out, they don't, they're pretending. And a lot of people who try to project that image are probably less happy than the people that are just doing what makes them happy and figuring it out as they go.
Mm. Amen, and happy Thanksgiving to all y'all out there, because that is such a great piece of advice. Gabrielle, thank you so much for your time today. I'm grateful that we're connected now, and I'm also grateful you're joining this new incredible social media app where not only are you going to be able to potentially collaborate and connect with people here in the States, but all over the world. And to me, you have a universality about you. Again, not only a universal beauty on the outside, but on the inside, most importantly, because you have obviously and also continue to obviously do the work.
Yes, thank you. I'm grateful that you asked me to interview here today and just to connect with more people because that's what I've realized this whole journey is about. It's about making connections and how you both bring value to each other.
Amen. Thank you.